Okay, we should be good. Little late than ever, but I think we should be good. Race is already underway. Let's get our detail telemetry up. Yeah. Alright. We have Abu in the lead. I didn't catch who was on pole, but oh well. We've got Ferrari dropping down the order, trying to get inside the rest of them. Fighting for replicate. We'll have to check in a second. Corey going down the inside of Ryan. We'll find potentially Conan looking back. He's right on the back of the potentially thinking about the inside, not quite. He is on that hard tire compared to Corey on the medium, so he will have the width disadvantage. Corey seems very fast in place. Oh, and we've got a bunch of moves happening. Mercedes in full position on the RB. I'm going to turn myself off. I think I sound a bit quiet on the stream. I was saying the fastest lap, we started to kind of run away on the green card, and 4 seconds ahead of the wall. He's also on medium. Got both Aston Martins, one after another. All that he left to do is try and become the GRS tyre, so they don't really use GRS smoothest swap, and they're fighting. Wait, they're fighting for position. They're not giving up yet. Nice. And trying to stick it down the inside of his teammate, costing both of them time. This is not what the Aston TP will be wanting to see. Still fighting all in the final corner. Still side by side onto the straight. We get a Mercedes making a simple DRS back down here. They're still almost side by side as lost forward ahead of the DRS. The Mercedes and the RB fighting each other too, going down, burning everything he's got, and he keeps the position using DRS. Got plenty happening on the start opening laps. RB DRS is on the stick here, but just simply not have DRS. Will we see the Haskell or Williams attempts to make a move soon, as he was very close to the back of the wall. Brian gets a 3-second time penalty on those cards. That is not what you want to see. You'll have to serve that when you come into the pit lane. We've got a big train of cars back here now. People finally getting settled in. And we see a move from Nova on War here. Down the inside, late braking. Does War get the switch back? They're still side by side. Coming down into turn 3 now. Nova will have that DRS, but does end up staying behind. Very good defense on War there. Beautiful switch back. It'll be interesting to see how the hard tyre compares, or starting on the hard tyre will compare to starting on the mediums. Oh, the RB gets a little shaky there. Not too much happening at the moment, they're just sitting in their respective train. Mediums should go till lap 16 to maybe even 20 if you want to really push it. So they'll be quite a ways away as the RB has gone wide and almost hit the wall. Was that damage for him? That is fucking like getting nice camera angle, so we can have a look. No damage, he's got away unscathed there, but did lose a couple of positions from that. Not what you're going to see. Can we see any news on the main straight there on DRS? Do we get another battle between Nova and War? Same move, but no switch back for War this time. Nova stays in front. We'll have the DRS again as well to solidify that move, I will assume. Yeah, Nova now opens a P2. Good move. Very low on the advance. Needs to recharge. He goes miles off the track. Holy. And I would assume that's a warning. If it's not, then the team's crazy. As Robert gets a 3 second and is just sitting on the edge of DRS there as the RB gets his 3 seconds as well. Will Robert hold on to into DRS range here? He's going to need a nice last sector here. It's a little bit slow on the exit there. As we got over time, is that on track? Or is that in the wall? Is that in the wall on track? Hurry up, Jack. Come on. I'm going to assume that was a crash and not with time on track. We've got the medium runners peeling, some of the medium runners peeling into the pits already. On lap 7. I mean, I'm not too sure how long the hards go on this track, so it'll be interesting to see whether they can take those all the way to the end. Yeah, so quite split strategies here. We've got Arias and Robert staying out on those medium tyres, opting to hold on to their position. There's Jack back up into P9. Go on, Jack, you tell him. Right, so we'll let the field catch up here under safety car conditions, and then we'll see. It'll be interesting to see if they can get those hards to the end of the race or not. If they have to pit again, that may not be ideal for them, but the people who started on hards are looking good here. They've definitely played for the safety car advantage, I think. I'm sure we'll see a couple of moves when the safety car does eventually come in, as those medium runners will want to make their way past the hard runners as soon as possible. They try and make back all those positions. Will the safety car choose to be in this lap, or will it stay out for all 3 laps? I mean, the longer it stays out, the more the benefit Harding realistically. So Harding will be hoping that the safety car stays out for as long as it can, while the medium. I suppose no one would want it to go in too early. Everyone's getting to save their tyres here. Although I would assume that the medium ones will only get a move on the safety car in this lap, so we'll have to see if anyone gets the jump on anyone and whether Ari can keep the lead going into turn 1. It's field bunching up now. Cars warming their tyres. When will Ari decide to go? Safety car's now in the pit lane, so he can go whenever he pleases. Will he send it around the final corner, and will Ezra get the jump on him? That's Ezra a bit on the curb there. Not pretty decent restart for Aaron. I don't really think he's going to be strong enough for the Williams to get Aaron to turn 1, but we'll see a move from Nova down the inside of Brian, down 2 cars even. Down the Red Bull as well as Robert. And that's 2 positions gained. A little bit of hard advantage, but nothing too bad. But the Red Bull's coming back, and the Red Bull's round. Robert is round. I think that was a bit too much speed into that. I think as Nova loses the position to the McLaren as well because of that. That is not what Robert would have wanted. We'll have to see if he can make that positions up, but he is on some of the oldest tyres. With the least amount of grip, and the spin definitely would have helped him. Ross to get past Ross, and look, Ferrari going down the inside, a little bit fast track though. Ross getting the switch back on him and retains his position. We've got some. Oh, and I missed it. I don't know what happened to Wong. I'm going to assume he got a bit loose, losing quite a couple of positions there, almost 3 positions. Jack McCain trying to go around the outside of the pit, not do so, and Jack peeling into the pit lane again. I hope it's not for damage again, because that's not what the championship lead is. So we want to try and retain his championship lead, but by the way things are looking, it won't be ideal. We get a move down the inside of the Williams. Oh, a little bit of time in the back of the Aston Martin as the kit gets past the Williams. 2 still side by side coming into the next corner though. Williams will want to hold on to his position here, but he is just on the worst tyre at the moment, and the kick gets passed. As Brian gets I believe that's a second 3-second penalty now. Look. Jack going on to another set of cards, and I'm almost certain he'll take those to the end. War looking at the back of Brian now, looking to get into that P5 position. That's the War, but we might even see Corey send one down the inside here. Oh, the Williams breaks late, and that's wing damage. That's got to be wing damage, surely. Yeah, that's hefty wing damage. That's very late breaker from Williams, and they're all over the place. Holy, but this is 3 positions for the Alpine. That is not what you want to see. Williams going into the pit lane to fix that damage now. As Nova gets past Williams with ease using GRS there. Same to be said with War, I believe, unless Brian wants to slip down the inside. Right. Then Brian might even see attacking from the pit here, down the inside on that fresh and medium rubber. A little bit of contact, Robert going almost wide, but the kick gets past the plenty of action, and he's helping Nova right on the back of Aru now, setting purple sector 1 as well. He is on that fresher hard rubber, so he should have the pace advantage here on Aru, but Aru can still defend, so we'll have to see. That's a lot of 3-second time penalty for War as well. A little bit wobbly from Aru there, but he seems to still be keeping calm and collected, which is what he wants in this position at the moment. There's no Raw goes into the back, and the Alpine making it past Brian as well. well. Does Brian have wing damage from stuff that's happening earlier? Oh, is there locked wheels and they're in the wall? Brian's lost his entire front wing. Oh, is he going to get a move on? Surely he'll move a bit lane. As we get War making his way past the Mercedes as well. But the Mercedes will have DRS. Will he come back? I mean, War has a 2. They will not. War up into P4 neg. Does have that free penalty. As Jack Kane sets the fastest lap, making his way past Brian and picking as well. Almost right, so there we go. People starting to settle in that bit now. A couple of chaotic laps, but I think we're settled there. Are we going to see a move from War on the Williams? A little bit far back, probably won't look for the move there. But gets a good exit here. Will he send it around the outside? Or maybe you can go for the switch back. If he sticks this move, this will be a great one. A little bit of contact with the Williams. But still right on the back. He will have DRS down this main straight while the Williams will not. So this should be a nice and easy overtake for War around the outside here. And nice War up into P3. As we've got the kick and Mercedes going side by side here. One little bit of contact. The Mercedes seems a little bit likey, a little bit jittery. Might just be me as he almost loses it on this. Yeah, hitting him with the safety car really paying off for the drivers now. All the people that stay there are dropping a little, but oh, I didn't even notice that I was dropped 4 seconds away from Nova there. Makes sense, Nova on the fresher rubber and the medium's only getting worse from here now. 3-second time penalty for Luna. As Corey gets past Larry in the chicanes, actually, that would have been interesting to me with my project. Whoa! And the Mercedes almost going into the back of the kick, pushing the kick off track. That was very, very late braking. Oh, it gets a bit on the grass as well, a bit shaky. Alpine most likely going to try and go as hours into the pit box as well. Where will Arrow come eggs? Where the medium one is going to be? So I'm going to be looking at just in front of Jack, I think. So yeah, pretty much almost to the back of the grid. He'll have to see if he can make up those positions, because I'm not so sure that these hard runners are going to pit. So I do believe that is his true position at the moment. Not what he would want. We'll see him move from Corey. He is very close to the back of the box here. Williams drop a little bit loose on that exit. Will the Alpine try to capitalise down the main straight, as the Williams will not have DRS anymore after that mistake. Alpine is on the better tyres here, so should be able to stay a lot closer. Oh, almost spinning range on the curb there. That's going to cost Penguin. But we'll see some moves from further back. Oh, the Haas going down the inside of the Mercedes. And the McLaren fighting the Aston. Everything's going on there. Oh, the Haas is off the track a little bit. Will the Aston send it down the inside of the Mercedes? No, opts to stay behind. But the McLaren's trying to stick a wheel in. Oh, and then look at the haven't crashed there. And the Haas gets back through as well. Holy. Surely he didn't send it here. I was going to say. Corey losing out in the positions there. Not ideal. He looked like it was a good pace as well. Will we see Penguin try and get Ezra this time around, as long as he doesn't make a mistake at the final sector again? He should have a relatively easy deal, I hope. Penguin a little slidey there. We also have Ross right in the back of the Mercedes too, but Mercedes will have DRS as the Mercedes almost loses it on the curve on the outside. Ross is very looking at that how the Mercedes ghosted there. That could have been a big crash. And Osterman also getting past the Mercedes too. The Mercedes is getting very slippy again. Really just does not have any traction left on those hard tyres. So both Corey and Osterman get past him. Really falling down the order now. If I was him, I would pick round a bit. He is just losing time. Quite a lot happening as well. All those mistakes. Ross right in the back of Ezra as well, as he's slowly dropping down the order on the very old mediums. But he's doing a decent job to hold on to his positions. He's not falling down nearly as fast as he should on the mediums. As Ross goes round the outside of Ezra, and Ezra peeling into the pit lane to get off those mediums. Do we see any moves into turn 1? I think everyone's a little bit too far back. Oh, but we're still seeing a dive from Corey on Osterman. Going in the inside with DRS on the exit as well, but so will the Haas. But Corey holds on to that position for up into P6 now. Is Jack getting past Luna as well, slowly climbing back up the points ladder. He'll want to try and score as many points as he can here to hold on to his championship lead. He's only leading by a few points. I believe it's 7 points, so he wants to try and claim back as many as he can here. As Robert gets another 3 seconds, I believe that's 9 seconds now. No, 6 seconds. That's his second 3-second penalty now. Alpine very close to the back of the kick, actually getting him before they even get halfway down the straight. Not even any competition for the Alpine there, but we're also potentially seeing a move on Ross. Corey looking for the switch back. DRS into this section as well. Coming down to turn 3 now. Will he try to send it round the outside? They're equal on tyre grip here, so it will just be the better, whoever fights better. But Corey retains his possession in P6 as the Mercedes gets a 3-second time penalty as well. Continue on those very good cards. Well, I'll say this, I can see Corey potentially to stay close in the third sector. Running very wide from there, yeah. I don't really feel like I'm going from that far back. Larry, however, should potentially be close enough, but then Abu coming out of nowhere. to get up to P9, overtaking Larry. Will he send it down the inside of his teammate as well? Will they fight, or will the other Mercedes let him go? They're still fighting, still side by side. And that is a very good move out of 2 in 1 sector. Aaron seems rapid on those tyres, already closing onto the back of Austin. Might not even be too long until we get a move from onto. Oh, I thought he was going to send it down the inside there, taking a lot of the curve. Will he send it down the inside of the chicane? Opts not to, very sensible. As he needs to have to deal with the full sector 3 here. We want to try and stay as close as possible. He's on a very, very fresh hard, so he's right on the back of Austin here, but not going for any everyone moves as he should. He wants to try and get many points. He does not want to We'll see any moves on the straight. As Ross has the DRS, but the kick of Watson, I don't know his name just yet, as Corey makes his way past the kick. As Arrow's now down the inside of Osterman to then take P7. This is a great recovery drive from Arrow here. Already up into P7, potentially even more position, so it's still 15 laps to go in this race, so plenty of time for him to catch the rest of the field. As Luna peels into the pit lane for some new mediums as well. Oh, as Nova peels into the pit lane to pit off of his hard tyres, I thought they could be taken to the end. Maybe, well, I suppose they'd be like 30 lap old tyres. Hungary is a very high tyre wear track, so it does make sense. Onto another set of hards for our net leader at the moment, if the rest of the field decides to pit as well. And still comes out ahead of P3, I believe. It might be close. But not close enough. As Corey trying to go around the outside of Ross now. Has the DRS, but just not the ideal exit for him. Osterman also very close to the back of Jack. They are both sliding all over the place. Those tyres must be getting a high roar now. As the kick gets a 3-second time penalty as well, as Aaron makes his way past the kick as well, kick off the track. Supposedly struggling on those medium tyres now at a few. Will we see Corey get Ross on the main straight this time round? Ross does have the EOS advantage though, so he may be able to hold and fight for the position on the straight. A little bit slippy for both the Aftermath and the Baron, as Corey actually peels into the pit lane, opting to get off the hard tyres, same with Penguin and Wall. So yeah, it's definitely going to be another stop for those hard ones as well then. Maybe even some of the medium ones. Jack became now into P4, but we will almost definitely have to be able to, unless he risks a connection. And I suppose he could make it, but with how much he's been starting very low, I would assume this will not make it to the end. See him move from Larry soon as well. Austin is out of DRS is out of DRS at 1 now, which is what Wall wants. He has got what I believe is a 3 second. Does have a 3 second penalty, so Wall wants to try and make a gap so that he doesn't lose any condition by doing it. And by the looks of things, he is already doing that at this last minute. 15 lap over hards. Ross speeding and as well now, assuming that he's going to go on to another set of hards. Abu back up into P2 now after this hit, which is very, very good for him. That's what he'll want. He potentially could take them to the end of the race, I think. I don't see what he wouldn't be able to. Would be quite a bit high there. Oh, I think Ezra got past Austin as well, I missed that. As Penguin gets it and Ross is well into side. I believe Ezra has 3 seconds as well, so Ezra and Moore will be fighting for position if Ezra is catch up. Moore very close to the back of Jack again now. War we see it move into turn 1. War on the much fresher rubber, so shouldn't have too hard of a time sticking with him through these last couple of corners before the straight. And just stay very close indeed. This should be a very easy move for War with DRS. As Osterman and Robert are fighting as well. Oh, a little bit of contact and the Haas is in the wall! The Haas has gone in the wall! He's alive, he's not dead. But holy, after being forced into the pit lane there, I'm assuming he doesn't mind pitting anyway after 17 lap all hards. Ross very close to the back of the Alpine here. Saber makes past Luna on the straight. Will Luna look to get back? No. Mercedes very close to the back of Robert now. Robert does have a significant DRS advantage, so he will definitely, I assume, will be pulling that down the straight, although he is on the worst compound at the moment, so even if he does keep the position, now he options to hit instead, save the hassle of fighting. War getting past Aru, didn't even notice that on his fresher rubber. I want to try and stick with War if he can, try and get some DRS, but it's very difficult to do on the 11 lap tyres. He is still holding on to DRS, but it's a bit slippery at that corner 2, and will use DRS to War. Ross very close to the back of the Alpine once again. But will he be able to stick this close through sector 3? They are on very equal tyres, so there will be an issue to cross there. He already seems to be flying back a little bit. Ross has done a pretty decent job at staying close to the Alpine. I'm not sure if he would be close enough. They are very similar on DRS. However, he will have the DRS to his advantage. Will he end up sending it down the inside? Will we see a bit of a juicy move? He's gaining. He's going for it. Down the inside of Penguin. Little bit of contact as Penguin almost spins out from the contact. And Ross now holds onto that P7 position. We'll have to see if Penguin has anything to say about that afterwards to the stewards. Because it was quite a bit of hefty contact. Doesn't seem to be too much happening at the moment. The gaps are really started broken through, and there are only a few DRS trainers. Hungary is a very hard track to stick with the car ahead on, with so many corners from there to get there. Oh, Corey was a bit wide there, taking us a bit too much for the inside curve. Still holding on to the DRS though, on those worst hard tyres at the moment as well, which is very impressive. As Penguin gets a little slidey on the exit there. Penguin does have an DRS advantage though, and will also have DRS IQ in the gap. So probably won't see any for the quarter here. He's running actually his goal, so is Penguin though in 221. Is Robert close enough to the wheels to go for a good turn on? He's staying. I think we'll be seeing him move down to turn 1 if he doesn't already get it. A little bit of late braking, a little bit of contact, but Robert does get that move done. Oh, as the Penguin goes very wide, I just caught that. Goes very wide there, getting really stiffy, giving Corey the position at the P8. Corey, however, does not have the DRS to watch just yet. He'll be hoping that he can gain it, but he is on the worst compound. Penguin still had DRS as well, but is not close enough to make a move at with. Getting very sticky at the corner once again in the same place. Will we see Larry try to go for move on Penguin? He seems to be a lot more confident with his tyres than Penguin at the moment. But Penguin does have DRS. So we want to see it. Ross makes his way past the Mercedes using DRS down the main code. P6 for him there. Corey will be looking to get past the Mercedes as soon as possible, as this is not his fight. He's got a penalty anyway, so he'll want to go and fight on with Ross up ahead for P6. Oh, as Mercedes almost loses on the curve there. Mercedes did have more significant DRS though. But it will be a fight for the tyre compound. I'm not sure if the hard will be better than the mediums yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're very close. Very close to the back of the Mercedes here. Should see a DRS pass down the straight here. The Mercedes letting Corey go. Did lose quite a lot of time to Ross in front here, so he'll be looking to try and make up that time to fight for P6. Might be able to let back in a couple of laps. I do believe Jack Buchanan is trying to pull these very, very worn hards to the end of the race. 19 laps may not seem too old, but it is Hungary. Fire wear is devastating. So as long as he doesn't get a puncture, he could go into a P4, which would be, I'm sure he'll be more than happy with, considering he was last at one point. Very good photograph there. I would like to say that the hards are probably better than the medium tyre by now. So we might see a move from Larry on Penguin. very nice line to sector 3. It's very close, should see a move here. We have got Penguin burning DRS, but Larry has so much more DRS to spare and will not get that move done straight away. It's still side by side, but does get that move done. Up into P9 for Larry. We get a move from Robert and Austin as well. Nice and good DRS pass. Will Penguin be able to stay close enough to have another go back at Larry? Great. It will be difficult as Ezra gets another 3-second penalty. That's 6 seconds now. If Ross can gain 1.5 seconds, he would get to P5 from penalties. So I would assume be going all out to try and catch that gap now. Corey will also follow suit. He has got back into that DRS range to also potentially fight for P5 or 6, depending on whether they catch. But if they do too much fighting now, they won't have the chance to catch that Williams, so they're going to have to think about this quite tactically. Although Corey does seem much faster on those hard tyres, sticking very close to Ross here. As Ezra attempts to make his way past Jack Cockayne. Will Jack Cockayne go for the switch back? He's trying on significantly worse tyres as well. Jack is putting up a very good fight considering his tyre degradation. Still side by side after turn 3 into turn 4, and Jack gets that move. Defends his position rather. It's very good defending considering the tyres he is on. Ross and Corey slowly inching towards the Williams as well. So this will be an interesting fight for P5, I reckon, by the time the end of the race. So there's only 4 laps remaining now. So we're getting into the closing stage of this race. So people will want to get a move on, try and get all the points that they can get. But that's also when we tend to see some of the more, we'll say, fun moves. Wait. Might also see a move from Larry on the Mercedes. Yeah. Only 3.5 tenths back, a little bit slidey as Ezra is trying to get the position on Jack again and does get that move done. Although this has helped Ross and Corey almost get into that 6-second gap that they need. But Ezra is in front now, so he'll be looking to run away a little more and try and open up that gap to not lose his position. Jack will try and stay with them most likely to keep that DRS. Corey being very sensible, sitting behind Ross here. He knows that if they fight, they will lose time. Although I do believe it's harder faster, so I think it makes more sense for Corey to be in front. But oh, we've got a yellow flag from a pass. Austin has span round on turn 3. Not ideal. Although we are towards the end of the race, so at least we lose no positions. He is outside points. Another yellow flag. Is that for Robert? He span as well. Only 7 and 8 lap older than mediums as well, but the medium ones must really be struggling for grip out here. Larry right on the back of the Mercedes now. Will we see a pass into turn 1? DRS open, burning ERS. The Mercedes has almost no ERS to spare here. We're going on the defensive as they make contact. Larry's still trying to make the move around the outside. He will have DRS coming into turn 3 as well, so he might be able to get another run, sending it down the inside. The Mercedes going quite wide, leaving plenty of room. Still side by side into turn 4 as well. Still side by side. But then the Mercedes opts to back 8 for the next corner, which is very sensible. Larry up into P8 with that. I do believe Ross is just about in Ezra's penalty range as Luna gets another 3 seconds as well. So I do believe the Williams will fall back to P6 at this current moment in time. I'll do some math in my head. And then they're just on the cusp of that penalty range. I think actually couldn't have to be in front to really catch, to be honest. But we are heading on to the second to last lap now. It's going to very slightly at the last corner there. Will we see any moves? Oh, I think 30 seconds in. Looking for the bigger picture, I think. Well, they're both on very low as well, so they are in the penalty range at the moment, so they are where they need to be. But will we see any juicy fighting towards the end? Will Corey want to try and take that P5 position from Ross at the end of the race if they are in penalty range? Or will he opt to keep it safe and be happy with where he is? Heading onto the final lap now. Final lap of the race. War is actually quite close to Nova. He has got that 3-second penalty hanging over him though, so he won't be fighting for the win here, but he might just want to prove that he can finish on track, so maybe we'll see some wins. As Ezra's actually on the back of Aaron as well now. Once again, has a penalty, so even if he does make this move, which I don't think he should go for because it's going to lose even more time to Ross and Corey, but he is going down the inside, a little bit of contact that does make that, or doesn't make that move actually, because lost a sudden bit of speed then, because Corey gets past Ross into turn 1 as well. They're still fighting though, so this could give Ezra the chance to hold on to his position and only lose extra gap. Ross is still fighting it and holds on to that position. That will definitely cost him some time though. That is not what he wants to be doing at the moment. We've got Mercedes and Penguin fighting for Team 9 and 10 retrospectively. Corey's still very close to the back of Ross though. I do believe they're still in that penalty range of Ezra. So I do believe they are fighting for P5 now. Will we see any move into the last corner as Nova crossing the line now to win the race here at Hungary? War in P2 following suit. Will we see any last minute dive bombs? It's just a bit too far back, I think. And we won't see any moves, so Ira will be at P3 and Ezra will be at P4 or be at P5 rather. No? Potentially P7. I think if they're close enough. So, yeah. Oh, this Corey almost got him back at the end there. But yeah, Jack Cocaine P4, Ross P5, Corey P6, Ezra P7, Lowry crossing P8, Penguin is across the line P9, the Mercedes in P10, with the pit following in P11, Roberts to finish the points in P12. It does have that penalty, but I don't think it'll be enough for us to get them to. We have our final driver to cross the line. Oh, and that's doing quite an eventful finish to the race, crashing into his teammate. And that is the race at Hungary. That was quite a nice race to watch actually. Alright, let's set up our interview room after we go. Race winner as Nova, fastest lap belongs to Brian. Driver of the day being Ross, along with the most overtakes, and Penguin as the cleanest driver, and Brian having the fastest lap at the end. Let's grab the race director. There we go. And I will see you all in the interview room momentarily. and welcome back to the interview room. We have our top 3 here. So we'll start with P3. Ari, I believe you started on pole. I missed quali, but you lost the lead to Kai's, I believe, and then also made a great comeback after you pitted as well. It was very far back. Just how was the race from your perspective?
I was P3, right? I think I was. Yeah, I was P2 in qualifying, and then I took the lead in the race because the Haas was on hards, I think. Yeah, I took the lead for a few laps until the safety car came. And then I had to overtake all the cars who didn't box or who just, I don't know. I had to overtake all of them when I boxed for new hards. And then I lost a lot of time to the Sauber fighting. I even went off track. And that basically that safety car fucked my race. So can I say that word?
I see. Yeah, you're fine.
Alright.
Hey, did you find it difficult to bring it back? Because after you pitted, you were quite far back down, and you had to get past quite a lot of people. Hey,
it was really difficult. Like on this track, it's so narrow. There's only 2 overtaking spots, I can say, like the first 2 straights. But I made a move on 2 cars in the second or first sector, like at the end of first sector. I found it like it was really difficult, but I had to do it because I was losing a lot of time to the leaders, and I still like I would have been P1 if it wasn't for those fights.
Well, thank you. Very good race and great comeback. Well done in your P3.
Thank you. And also, I'd like to say one thing. My front tires were like, they had 30% tire wear, and the rears were on 80% at the end.
Holy, cutting it close.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Awesome. So we'll move on to Bradley now. You finished second with a 3-second penalty, but the 3-second penalty didn't really affect you, I'd say. I think if you didn't have it, maybe could have seen a move for the win, maybe. But how was it for you?
It was good. I was close at start with a fair few of us, and then Aru just went. He just left us, and then lap 5 or 6, the safety car came in, which was really helpful for me and Kai, who pitted as well as others. For the 2 stops worked brilliantly. Then on the safety car restart, Ari's teammate went deep, and so I tried to go past, got spun. So it could have been with Kais even sooner if that hadn't have been the case. Yeah, the 3 seconds I felt was removable, so I was pushing hard to try and catch Kais and pass him, but there was just not enough laps, and Kais stayed under great composure for the last couple laps.
Awesome. Well done in your P2. I think you had quite a nice drive today, all things considered. So well done.
Thank you.
Right, we'll move on to our P1 man, guys. So how was it for you? I mean, you just looked locked in, keeping a nice steady gap throughout most of the race. After you got past Ari, you just seemed in your own world, per se. How was it?
Yeah, so the start was not very good, as usual, I would say. But this time I managed to just stay composed and not like get upset or something. And then I just managed my race. And I think I got lucky also because the safety car just appeared after Aru passed the pit lane. So I had the time to enter and he didn't. So I think that's then it was a easy win. So I just had to manage my tires and avoid like having like getting out of the track. And yeah, so Bradley was like flying behind me. I tried to get a fastest lap and then I spin. So then he got 3 or 4 seconds behind me. So I had to count, like to focus and forget about this fastest lap and just stay in front of him. So yeah, but very happy with the win.
Awesome. Well done today. I think you had a great drive.
Thank you.
I'll hope to see you lot next week.
Yeah, and Yeah, I think Haas is in contention now for the championship.
Let's have a look. I mean, after the points scored today, I reckon it'll be quite close actually. Yeah, definitely be up there. So well done.
Okay, thanks.
Awesome. So that is our race today. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next week. F1 on F2 on Monday, F1 on Tuesday, and F3 on Wednesday. Still getting used to it.